And we are live on another edition of Wits and Wagers, Thursday, September 14th, 2023. The whole crew minus Kenny is here. Kenny will be here shortly. Mr. Carson Shear, what is going on?
What's going on, guys? How we doing? Looking forward to the games today and this weekend. Ready to rock and roll. Let's go.
Mr. Joey Clams.
Hey, Smells, $100 you slice into the woods. Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slice. Hey, you can owe me. Let's go. Let's pound this week. Pound. We had a great Sunday, and we started off with a great Monday. Let's go.
Mr. Siciliano, how are you after last week's Alabama debacle?
Good. One game doesn't make a season, but looking forward to this weekend's games.
Okay. Mr. Kirkpatrick will join us. So we're going to do a little college, little NFL. We're going to start with college today. I'm going to bring in our graphics. I want to give Jenny Hoops props for the graphics because she does a great job showing us how to do it, and she showed me how to do it. So
Nice job, Jenny.
I want to give
Jenny, you're the best.
All right, so we're going to – and you know what? Talking about Jenny Hoops, what's the first game we're going to start with? It's Jenny Hoops and her – I don't know what word you want to say about Virginia Cavaliers because they lost to James Madison, I believe, if that's not mistaken, last week. So that's not good. They were 14.5-point underdog at Maryland. Mr. Kirkpatrick, before we make a pick, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Tough day, little computer issues, but we got it fixed. So ready to roll. But I want to, before you start, Kurt, I don't want to do an intro. I just want to welcome everybody. Let me give last week's records, and we got a first. In 3 years of doing this show, we got somebody who went undefeated, and it was in the college rankings. Carson went 10-0 last week.
Let's go.
All right.
There you go.
Carson's in first place with a 20-5 record. Joey Clams, 8-2 last week. Phenomenal, but Carson got you beat out with that undefeated.
Congratulations. That's never been done on this sheet.
But Joey Clams is 18-7. Sis went 6-4, 15-10. Kurt and I, you and I are bringing up the rear, 14-11. When we do our pro picks, I'll give us our pro standings for the week.
That's that SEC, the 1-8 SEC out of conference.
College football's where it's at.
So let's start with this one. Mr. Kirkpatrick, since you're late to the party, let's start with you. Jenny Hoops is UVA getting 14.5 at Maryland.
Yeah, I call this game the appetizer. It's Friday night. Virginia, sad, what happened last year with the three young men tragically killed on the football team. They haven't bounced back yet. I think Maryland's going to be in for a big, sleeper year. I'm going to take Maryland laying the 15.5.
Joey Clams.
Terps all the way. Very, very talented team on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. And plus, you can't, UVA's just got nothing. And I understand it was a sad situation there, but, they're losing the home with James Madison. That's just not good. Carson. I'm sorry, I'll go Maryland. Sorry, Maryland.
Yeah, I'm surprised this line's only 14.5 with Maryland right now. I thought it'd be way bigger than that. I'm with you guys. Give me the Terps. They got a lot of leadership. Talia to his brother. They got a nice running back, Roman Hemby, and a great wide receiver core.
Sis.
Carson, congratulations on your record.
Thanks, sis.
I'm going with Maryland, laying the points.
All right. Let's move ahead to the next game. And our next one on the slate for college is LSU at Mississippi State. 9.5 LSU. Clams.
Oh, I'm on the Purple Tigers of LSU. Mississippi State is not a good team. Kelly's got a while to prepare for this game. He'll have them ready. This is one of my games. LSU later points.
Carson.
I'm going to disagree with Joey. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. I know he's been high on them in years past. I think Jaquavius Marks is a stud at running back. He's averaging nearly 6 yards a carry. They're at home. They're an underrated team in the SEC. I'm going to go the Bulldogs and the points in this one.
Carson, I'm with you, man. Let's do some combo bets this week, man, because we're together on this one. I like it. I don't know about an outright upset, but they're becoming more of a physical team. They're not throwing it 60 times a game. They're at home. They're going to slow this pace down. And I did not like what I saw in LSU versus Florida State. So I could get 9.5 at home. Give it to me. Sis.
Yeah, Mississippi State at home, I definitely agree with you.
Kenny.
Yeah, Mississippi, I definitely agree.
I think we lost Mr. Kirkpatrick.
Issues now. Now I'm
Yeah,
lost
we hear you. We hear you.
here. We're having
We
internet
hear you.
issues here at the house.
We hear you, Kenny.
Can you tell
All
them
right.
that's it?
All right, so we're gonna skip Kenny for now until he gets
All right.
fixed up. Let's go next
I'm sorry,
college
guys.
game.
I'm having internet issues.
We're gonna go. I gotta mute Kenny. I can't hear. Let's go Kansas State at
Mississippi State.
Missouri. We will go Kansas. Yeah, it looks like Kenny's internet is very weak. So I could tell from the restream. So it looks like Kenny's internet's weak. Kansas State -3.5 over Missouri. Carson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with with Kansas State. I think they're more experienced team. I like their quarterback Will Howard. I think the line's only -4.5, so I think their defense and leadership gets it done. I'm gonna go with the Kansas State Wildcats.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you, Carson, but I don't like it. It's as nerve-wracking, this game, right? Like, why is it only 3.5? I'm gonna take it because again, I like their quarterback, a little more experience. I'll take the 3.5 and I'll go. Carson. Clams.
Yeah, Kansas State Wildcats. They're a good football team. Later 3.5. This line should go up. This line's going to climb to at least 4.5.
There's our guy Ryan Scoop Woodham saying, "Go Tigers, baby! Missouri pride. How y'all doing?"
Hey, Ryan.
It's the Scoops on Paul as well. Mr.
7
Sis.
o'clock, Yankee Red Sox. Scoop, go ahead.
Mr. Sis.
Yeah, I'll go Kansas State here too. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll move on. We will get to one of an SEC game. I don't want to say an SEC battle because this could get ugly. I'll start with this one. I love this game. I know it's a lot of points, Joe, but I mean, South Carolina couldn't stop North Carolina, and North Carolina looked horrendous versus Appalachian State. On the road, if this game was at home, I would like it, but I just think Georgia's going to put it on them. They are not good here, in Georgia, national television. I'm going to lay the 27.5. I know it's a lot, but I'm sorry. It's 2 levels of talent right here. Clams.
Yeah, I'm going to lay the 2. You want to get that before it reaches the 28.5. If it gets past, just lay 28. If it gets to 28.5, pass on the game. I'll lay 27.5 with the Bulldogs.
Sis.
Yeah, Georgia wins, but I believe it's too many points.
Carson?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Georgia's going to lay the points. They're the best team in the country for a reason. I'm not really so high on the Spencer Rattler bandwagon. He's only a 37% passer rating when he's under stress and duress, and I think Georgia's the best at doing that against opposing quarterbacks. They're ready to go. I would lay it with Georgia.
Clams, can you do that? Because Scoops is saying, how do you say Fugazi? Fugazi. All right, that's what I said yesterday. Scoops is saying, I only heard Red Sox from Clams, but Clams, you got to teach the Italian the pronunciation of Fugazi. Did you hear?
Fugazi's a fraud. It's a fake. It's a
fraud. It's a fake. Did you hear the embarrassment yesterday? That's what I said, didn't I, Carson? They're Fugazi. The Giants are Fugazi coaches, Fugazi quarterback. So I don't know how he's saying. I said it just like you did, Clams. I don't know.
When am I having a powwow with Scoops for baseball talk?
Yeah, I know. We're in football season. Good call. All right, here we go. This is a little under the radar game. Upset alert, maybe. Carson, I'm going to go to you first. Minnesota at North Carolina. Right now, North Carolina laying 7.5.
Yeah, I really like the Gophers here. I think they're more of an underrated team in the Big Ten. I like what Drake May's doing with North Carolina, but I'm going to go with the points with the Gophers. I think they're a gritty football team, and they're going to make it close.
Sis.
Give rapid fire answers off the screen.
Sis, what do you like? Minnesota, North Carolina. I guess he's not answering that.
That sounds like a butt dial.
Clams.
I'm going with Tar Heels here. What a great job coach is doing and the quarterback. Minnesota doesn't look good at all. Tar Heels.
You know what scares me about this game is I just go back to that Nebraska game where they had 0 offense. They scored late in the game, and good as Minnesota's defense is, you can't expect them to go to North Carolina and hold them to under 20 points. So can they score in the 20s and 30s. I'm going to say no. I think I'm going to chalk it up to a look ahead last week against App State. I'm going to take North Carolina. Next game. Keep rolling through these college. Here's Carson's game, and he will go. You want to go first or last?
I'll go last.
All right, he'll go last. Clams. Washington, with all this turmoil going on at Michigan State, Washington's rolling off of blowout victories as a 17-point favorite. Clams, where are you going?
I'll lay too much talent. There's too many problems going on in Spartyville over there. Give me the Pacific North Huskies, Washington Huskies over Michigan State.
You know what? I've seen this movie too many times before. Rally around. I'm not going to say win, but do you really trust Washington on the road? Right? Like this Washington team, when they're home, they'll beat USC. When they go on the road, they'll lose to Stanford. I just think it's way too many points, way too much stuff going on in Michigan State. I think you get a rally. Again, the thing about Washington is, Michigan State's going to probably line up, basic football, keep that low scoring game. I'm going to take the points. Sis.
Byron, since I'm right next
Yeah,
to you.
I'll go with the Sparties here, and Kenny's going to give you his answers off the phone.
Mr. Kirkpatrick, you're going to give it right now?
Yeah, I'm next to this. I'm off the screen, but I'm going to go Washington here. I think they're going to show you that they're a real contender for playoffs. So I'll go Washington. Sorry, Carson. Hope I'm wrong.
He loves the QB there.
And Mr. Shear, I know you were big on this game last night.
Yep.
Are you going to do it right now?
Yeah, I am. You guys are going to think I'm a nut job, but I think this is an outright upset. Listen, I think that this entire team was scouted by Mel Tucker, and he basically slapped them all in the face last week with all these sexual harassment allegations. Definitely a huge mess over there. I know Harlan Barnett, who's our defensive backs coach, he's now taken place of Tucker's spot. This is a revenge game. The roles were reversed last year, where State was ranked and Washington was the underdog. And State got absolutely ran over. I think this is a payback game. I think Noah Kim's playing a great job this year. Jacoby Windman, I think he's definitely an early round pick in the NFL draft, a beast at linebacker. Nathan Carter, who the transfer from UConn, I think he's going to play well. And like you said, I think they're going to run the ball. They're going to play short, smart, complementary football. And I think they're going to upset the Huskies. I really do. Give me MSU money line outright.
Well, if they upset the Huskies, and that means we'll be getting a live video.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All right, perfect. Scoops is saying trap game, close loss, but a cover for Michigan State. All right, next game. Is this the upset special of the week? Early, 12 o'clock. Carson, I'm going to come right to you. You're a Big Ten guy. Penn State at Illinois, 14.5 right now.
Yeah, that half a point scares me. I think Illinois has a solid football team, and I like their head coach. I really think Penn State is better than Ohio State this year. I think all around wise, I think they're one of the toughest teams to beat in the Big Ten. I think Illinois is going to keep this close. It's on Big Noon Kickoff on Fox on Saturday, but I think later on in the fourth quarter, I think Penn State is going to pull away. If you can see the line drop to 13 and a half, maybe I'd buy it down to that. The half a point kind of scares me, but I'm still taking Penn State to cover. I think they're a playoff team this year. Yeah,
Carson, I'm with you. The 14.5, I would definitely get it under 14, just like you said. But the talent, again, this is where you're going to have to ask Illinois' defense to hold this team to like 20 points. I mean, how can you expect them to do this? The team is explosive. I like this new quarterback from Penn State. They got an unbelievable running game. I'm with you. I think it's close. And, I could see, up 10 late and, here comes a 60-yard run to get it to 17. Mm-hmm. So, again, I like it under 14, Carson, like you said, but I'm going to go Penn State. Clams.
Yeah, gun to my head, I go with Penn State. Franklin's going to try to run up the score and cover for the Boosters like he did in the opening day. He scored with 3 seconds left. But Illinois gave him problems. Illinois went into Happy Valley and beat them a couple of years ago outright. And they were 11.5-point dogs. But, for the show, I'll take Penn State.
Sis.
Yeah, Penn State, this is a beatdown. They're going to make a statement.
Kenny.
I'm going to disagree with Sis. Illinois, Joey said they play them tough. It's one of those weird things, right? The Raiders and the pros, they beat the Broncos. So how many games in a row? It just happens. And I just feel like this Illinois team has got this game circled. I think they'll show up to play. I think that's too many points. I'll take Illinois.
Okay. 2 more games on the slate. Hottest team in college football, the Colorado Buffaloes, hosting Colorado State. I don't know if you guys saw Deion Sanders today, but supposedly the Colorado State coach said a couple things. And listen, Prime gave that little speech. Now it's personal. That's all I had to hear. College game days there. Again, national television. They're going to listen, Colorado people. I remember a couple weeks ago, a couple people I listened to on podcast said, take Colorado State versus, I forgot who they were. They got ambushed at home. This is now it's personal. It's an in-state game. Too much talent here. I think The Rock's going to be there. Shannon Sharp's going to be there. It's becoming like Celebrity Row. I think Colorado puts it on this team, sends a message, and gets ready for Oregon for next week. Clams.
It's a pass for me, but give me they are looking ahead maybe a little bit, maybe to Oregon. I don't know. But this is a rivalry game. Colorado State, this is their championship right here. Just give me the points with the Rocky Mountain Rams.
Scoops is saying Kenny's getting in that Bronco dig. And then he's saying, been waiting for this one. Colorado is going to roll on this one. Don't piss off a team coached by Deion at home in a game like this. Billboard material. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with the Buffs here. Like you said, Kurt, Colorado State's coach was kind of talking smack, talking about how, if you enter somebody's home, you're supposed to take off your shades and sweatshirt. Like you said, it's going to take it personal. I think the spread's like in the 20s right now. And
23 and a half.
23 and a half. Yeah, I would lay it. Again, rivalry rate game in state. Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, 2 legit Heisman contenders.
Sis.
Too legit to quit.
I know what that means. Kenny.
Going to be the odd man out. If there's going to be a week where Colorado has somewhat of a letdown, it's going to be this week. Back-to-back rival games. Give me the Rams on the road covering, losing by maybe 17 points, but Colorado rolls to 3-0. But I'll take the points here.
All right. And then our last game of the night in the college before we get our NFL and our picks, we got Tennessee and Florida. This game used to be a 3:30 game, 2 top 10 teams. Not now. Florida, I don't know, man. Carson, I'm going to start with you. Florida at home in the swamp where Billy Napier does win. 6.5 point underdogs, though, Carson.
Yeah, I really wanted to take the Florida Gators here. I just think overall Tennessee's the better team. Joe Milton's kind of a dark horse for the Heisman Trophy. I think he's the real deal. I'm not really buying too much into the Graham Mertz stock at Florida. I didn't like what I saw when they played Utah. I think it's a close game, but Tennessee pulls away and covers the 6.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I would do just what we talked about in the other game. I would buy a point, take Florida plus 7.5, maybe even 8.5, just to, with these kickers these days missing kicks. But under 6.5, I don't like it. Like you said, Tennessee's just flat out the better team. I would get to 7 or 8.5 and take Florida. Clams.
Gators.
There it is.
Gators plus the points and pizza money on the money line. And tell Scoops, was he commenting for? Ain't he watching Yankee batting practice?
Sis.
Nah, Gators can't play with this team. Give me Tennessee.
Kenny.
I don't know. This is a top 5 place to top place. I'm with Clams. Top 5 hardest places to win in college football, in my opinion.
Swamp.
I don't think Tennessee's as good as last year. Billy Napier's got to be fighting for his job. He, like you said, Kurt, he wins at home. I'll take the 6.5 here in a close game.
Kenny, does it have to be 7.5? Or do you take the 6.5?
No, I'm taking the 6.5.
Okay.
And real quick, Kurt. Sorry, Joe, real quick, because we're keeping standings. Let me give you my picks so they're recorded on the air that we mississippi. Okay. I'm taking Mississippi State, Kansas State, South Carolina, and and North Carolina. Those are the teams I'm taking.
Perfect. See that? You're an honorable man, Kenny. You didn't cheat, go back and say these are the games I was going to take. You said it. We like that about you. That's very nice.
Well, thank you.
When the line is
Shouldn't
6.5, they're begging you to lay.
All right, let's get to NFL. Kenny, you got some standings for us, right?
Yeah, so everybody's close. Again, week 1, hardest week. So everybody, Clams and Sis, 5-4. The rest of us are 4-5.
Okay. Let's start with tonight. We got Scoops' team live on the air, back home, NFC champs against the Vikings. Listen, a lot of things going wrong for the Vikings. They're in a tough spot after going 0-1. They're getting 6.5 tonight, Clams. Where you going?
I'm taking the Purple People Eaters. Too many problems in the secondary for the Eagles. Even their Mike is not going to be there. The backup Mike ain't going to be there. The backup singer ain't going to be there. They're using the third mic. So they're going to have a little problems, I think. And Cousins is 3-0 in his last Thursday night games. I'll take the points with the Vikings.
Scoops is saying Clamsy. I haven't watched a Yankee game in over a month. Hard to get
You're a
those
fraud.
games
I watch every
in Kansas
game.
City.
So don't ever argue Yankee baseball because you don't. I watch every single game, win or lose.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Scoops' Eagles tonight. I did not like what I saw with the Vikings. They couldn't stop Baker Mayfield. I mean, that's not saying much in your new, with a Tampa Bay offense. This place is going to be juiced up tonight. Last time they've been here since they won the divisional round versus the Giants. No, I'm sorry, versus the NFC Championship game versus San Fran. Thursday night in Philly. Again, place is going to be nuts. I'm laying a 6.5. I'm laying a 6.5. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kurt. I don't like what the Vikings secondary is. That's a mess as well. You want to talk about a bad secondary? Look at the Vikings. They couldn't stop Baker Mayfield. How the hell are they going to stop Jalen Hurts, especially at home? Give me the Eagles to cover.
Sis.
You didn't like my singing?
No, I had to mute you.
I know. This is a trap game. Give me the Vikings.
Kenny. Vikings, Sis. Vikings to win or just Vikings to cover?
No, Vikings with the points.
Okay.
10.5.
Kenny.
I'm with Sis, Kurt, and Scoops. Don't worry, I got your back. Don't worry. But with that being said, I'm going Vikings. Scoops, sorry, but.
All right, let's go. Next game, Sunday slate. Surprising Packers. Maybe have they found their franchise quarterback in Jordan Love? At Atlanta, big win. Bijan Robinson looked like the real deal. Carson, Atlanta laying 1.5.
Yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach because Jordan Love looked pretty damn good last week. And the Lions can't escape the Packers. And I think they're going to be in a dogfight this year in the NFC North, which is why I'm taking the Packers straight out to cover and win the game.
Scoops is saying Clams, 45 hours a week of law school work will do that to you. LOL. I'm going with you. I'm taking the Packers. I'm impressed. Just a better team. I like what Atlanta's doing. I don't like Dennis. I don't like Ritter, but Bijan's a stud. Place to be juiced up. They went into Chicago, and I don't think they're on the schedule. But oh my God, Chicago Bears, they're gonna upset Green Bay. If anyone mentions Justin Fields on this show, seriously, because he's horrendous. But I'm going to Packers. Clams.
Yeah, Jones, the running back for the Packers, I think is going to be out. Give me the Falcons at home.
Sis.
Falcons at home.
Kenny.
One of my best bets of the week. Give me the Falcons at home. Turf. Everybody's on this Packer bandwagon. It was against the Bears. Falcons were my sleeper team this year. Watch out for the Falcons. Give me the Falcons all day in this game.
The Dirty Bird.
Moving on. The Seattle Seahawks, and I could talk an hour about this team last week. I had them versus the Rams. Oh my, Geno Smith's an MVP. Really? Where? He's going to be, listen, Kenny, me and Kenny were talking today. What is it, week 7, Kenny? Here comes Drew Lock. Horrendous. And you know what? I'm going to go first on this. This team's going to get buried this week. Detroit at home. Detroit showed how physical. I am so high on your Lions, Carson. You went into Kansas City. I don't want to hear they didn't have Kelsey. Enough of that garbage. You punched them in the mouth. You were physical with them. That soft-ass Kansas City team. You did it. Now you're going to come home and face even a softer team in Seattle. This is a blowout this week. They're going to light them up. They're going to go after Geno. It might be Drew Lock time in the fourth quarter. I'm taking Seattle. I'm sorry, Detroit big this week. Clams.
What are you using on the line?
4.5. It went down.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it. I'm gonna lay the 4.5. Too many injuries with Seattle. Geno Smith, he had one year last year. Give me the Lions at home. Their defense looked a little sharper. They're gonna be able to run the ball against Seattle down their throat. Give me the Lions.
Sis.
Lions.
Kenny.
The Lions will take care of the Sea Chickens, and the Sea Chickens will lay another egg this week. Carson's go to 2-0, and they cover.
And Carson, your boys.
Yeah, it's the lock of the century. Ford Field, you guys remember back in 97, Detroit, the ref threatened to penalize the team because the team crowd was so loud against the Jets. There might be a similar circumstance on Sunday. This team's going to be crazy. Ford Field's going to be unbelievable. Barry Sanders' statue gets revealed the day prior. This is the lock of the century. Lions minus 4.5.
Don't ever say that.
Second mortgage.
All right. A little big-time division battle. The Baltimore Ravens going into the one of the most disappointed teams in week one, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to start with you, Carson. Bengals at home. Wait, I'm sorry. I got to get an official line. Sorry, I haven't done my job. Right now it is 3. Carson, Bengals at home, -3. Where you going?
Yeah, I'm laying it. I don't really see Joe Burrow going back-to-back games where he didn't really look all that well. You could blame it on the weather, but again, this is the guy who's probably, in my opinion, going to win MVP this year. I think the Bengals have one of the best offenses in the NFL. Lamar, wasn't really so high on last week. I know they won the game, but I think when they go to Cincinnati, I think they're going to get in their groove. Cincinnati -3.
Clams.
Harbaugh is 18-3 as a road dog. The last 21. This is a stay away game for me, but for the show, I'm going to take the Ravens plus the 3. Until the Bengals get back on track, I'm not going to take a look at them.
Yeah, it's a stay away from me too, Clams. But I will for the show. I'm going to take the Bengals. Better quarterback, Burrow over Lamar at home. More desperate. I think I'm going to lay it. Sis.
Put the Bengal Tiger in the cage. Give me the Ravens.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
Gotta agree with Sis. The big loss in J.K. Dobbins, but big gain coming back in Mark Andrews. So, and what's going to be a difference in this game? One of 3 games this year, Justin Tucker wins as time expires. So Justin Tucker's the difference. Give me the Ravens.
Okay. Game I am excited to be watching at 1:00, and I will watch it. Trevor Lawrence, you know how high I am on him. At home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City laying 3.5. Listen, we watched this game last year in the division, and they were this close to knocking off the Super Bowl champs in Kansas City in a playoff game. This team is for real. I'm telling you right now, besides Mahomes, Burrow, and Rodgers, the next guy I'm taking is Trevor Lawrence. He's the next best quarterback. I'm sorry. Kenny laughed at me years ago. He's going to be a bust. He's going to be, well, no one's laughing about it now. This team right now shows they're the best team in the AFC when they beat Kansas City. Not only with the points, they outright upset Kansas City and send a big message to the AFC that this team's going to compete. Carson.
I'd love to agree with you, Kurt, and I think the Jaguars are going to be a nice playoff team in the AFC. You can't overlook this. This is Patrick Mahomes. He's got his greatest buddy back with him this week, Travis Kelce. Chris Jones is going to be back. They're pissed off about losing last week to my Lions. I think this is an easy one. Give me the Chiefs -3.5.
Clams.
Yeah, the Jaguars might get the number 1 seed in the AFC because of the weak division. They should go 5-1 in division, and I think they could get the number 1 seed. But you know what? I think he's missing one of his tackles, and the Chiefs' defense played pretty good. Only gave up 14 points to the Lions. And you know what? For the show, give me the Chiefs. Give me Kansas City Chiefs.
Sis,
Yeah, I'll go with Clams. Give me Kansas City.
Kenny.
Kurt, this might be one of the only games not only this week, but in a very long time, me and you are total agreement. I think the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. People start panicking and say, "What's wrong with the Chiefs?" And then here comes Mahomes, 8 in a row to go 8-2 and makes Kurt life miserable over there in the West because everybody thinks the Chiefs are done after this week. But Jaguars win this one at home.
Guys, listen to this. And Kenny, you could breathe a sign of fresh air. Jody Moncrief is back commenting. He's saying Russ is better than Lawrence. But the bigger story is last night, Kenny went to block a spammer and he accidentally blocked Jody Moncrief from our stream.
How could you,
So
Kenny?
we had to take care of that this morning. And,
Yeah, Jody, welcome.
Jody's back on Facebook. Jody's
Well,
back.
welcome back, Jody. And
Welcome.
congratulations for being our first follower to ever be blocked from our show.
Yeah. All right. So welcome back, Jody. All right. Next one. The New York Jets going to Dallas. And again, what a downer. Aaron Rodgers out. So now it's the Zach Wilson show traveling to Dallas. Clams, I'm going to start with you. This line went from 3 to 9.5. Dallas is laying 9.5.
It's listen. I was, it was in the back of my mind and in the front of my mind. Something was going to happen. Everybody was waiting for it to happen, and the disaster happened. But they wind up winning the game. The defense rallied. They rallied around. That's too many points. Even though it's Zach Wilson, they're gonna run the ball with the 3 running backs. Probably go double tight end, quick passes, and run the ball. And you know what? I'm not scared of the Cowboy offense. He's going to throw you one. He'll give you a pick. I think the Jets defense going to hang in there, and I'll take the 9.5. I don't know if they're going to win the game, but I'll take the 9.5 points. The total is 38.5, so there's not going to be too much scoring there.
Scoops is saying, "Oh my God," I don't know why, but you know what? I'm with you, Joe. I just hands down, these are the 2 best defenses in football. I don't want anybody to tell me these 2 defenses, and it's when I was talking on my Broncos show last night. The attacking style, they're aggressive, they come after you, they run to the feet, they run to the ball. But I'm with you. I'm not afraid of Dak Prescott. Are you out of your mind? I mean, like you said, he'll give you 7 to 10, maybe even more points. And with this Jet defense, I'm going to tell you, with both of these quarterbacks, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I'm saying I'm running it 40 times. And if I'm the Jet coach, I'm telling Nathaniel Hackett, you might have to run it 60 times. Just don't throw it. Let the defenses battle. Run the ball. I'm with you, Clams. I'm taking the Jets plus 9.5. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I love this. This is one of my best bets of the week, along with the Lions. I love the Jets plus 9.5. Dak did not look good. I mean, the score was deceiving, 40-0, but their defense, like we said, was the reason why they won 40-0. Dak only had 140 passing yards. They're going to run the ball to Pollard as much as they can, but I think the Jets are going to shut down Prescott, and they might pick him off once or twice.
Sis.
Sorry to disagree with you boys, but I don't like the Cowboys, but they're going to beat the Jets.
Kenny.
I think the Cowboys squeak out one, but the defense is really good for the Jets. And I think they will create at least 1 to 2 turnovers from Dak. And if that happens, how are you going to cover 9.5? I think it's way too many points. I'll take the points with the 9 with the.
All right. Next game on Mr. Kirkpatrick's slate is my Denver Broncos, and I will start laying 3.5. Listen, totally disappointed. I said it on the show last night. Disgraceful defensive performance by Vance Joseph. Can't get off the field. Can't cover anybody's number 2 receiver. It just can't happen. Absolutely must win. This is what you got Sean Payton for. This is what you got Russell Wilson for. I watched Sam Howell last week against the Cardinals, who don't even want to win. They're tanking, and they luckily win. You're at home. You got to bury this team. Denver has to win this game, and I think they win it convincingly. I'm going to take Denver. Carson.
Yeah, I think your Broncos win, Kurt, but the spread I do not like at all in this game. So for the show, I'll take the Commanders with the points. But you guys go on 0-2, Kurt. I can't wait for your Broncos show next week.
Jody saying 31-13. And then there's Scoop saying, I said that at Kenny blocking him after trying to smooth the bot in the comments. Clams.
Yeah, if this was on a neutral field, you're telling me Broncos and it would be a pick 'em. When's the Broncos going to start throwing the ball down the field? The defense ain't the problem; it's the offense. When they're going to start,
Defense ain't the problem. They never get off the field.
What about the offense?
I mean, they had 6 possessions. They scored on what? On 3 or 4 of them.
They still can't get over 17, 18 points. But I'll take the Broncos in this game, hoping that this is a hope bet that you're hoping. You're betting to see who you want to win. You want to see. Give me the Broncos.
Sis.
Yeah, I mean, you had a rough time with the Raiders, so I'm going to have to take Washington. Sorry.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick.
If the line was 2.5, Kurt, I would take the Broncos, but it's 3.5. I'm taking the Commanders. This is a classic field goal or less game, like Carson said. I'm going to take the points here, Kurt, but I think your Broncos escape with the close victory. And what's all that matters is you get the win.
Absolutely. All right, 2 more games on the docket. I believe it's the Monday night games. New Orleans coming off a nice little victory, going into Carolina. Joey Clams, Carolina, a 3-point dog at home.
What's the total?
While I find the total, give me your. You need that for your pick, right?
Yeah. Scott Novak is a referee in this game, and he always favors the road team, and he's 15-5.
40, Joe, 40.
Yeah, we're going under the 40, and we went under the 40.5. He referees. He calls a lot of penalties. It's all about him. It's his show, Scott Novak, and he goes for the road team, and he's an under referee. Give me the under in this game, and give me the Saints.
Carson.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this line. Maybe Vegas sees something in the Panthers that the public doesn't really see yet. I didn't really see the most out of Derek Carr that I think we all expected to see out of week 1. I know the Saints won the game, but barely won the game. I'm going to take the Panthers. I think they're going to outright win this game.
Yeah, Carson, I'm with you. Again, home, Monday night, Bryce Young's debut, jacked up at home. Saints did not look good again. Still no Kamara. I don't know. I'm with you. I'm going to take the points. I'm taking an outright upset too. Sis.
Yeah, I got to go with my boy, Bryce Young. We'll take the Panthers here.
Kenny?
With you guys, I'm going to take the Panthers. Joey Clams is, so he said, turf to grass. This is the Panthers home opener. Getting 3 points. Right. The Saints did not impress me against the Titans, so I'll take the Panthers here.
The home dog surface change. That's right.
Okay, last one. Cleveland Browns, who I don't know if you want to say they were impressive or how disappointed the Bengals were, and talk about disappointment. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Kenny will laugh in a couple minutes. Kenny Pickett's going to take them to a Super Bowl. That's not happening. So, Carson, I'll start with you. Pittsburgh at home, plus 2.5.
Yeah, I like the Steelers here. I don't see Mike Tomlin putting out that performance again. That was a travesty. 49ers are damn good. I think they got a really bad draw week 1, and I think you're going to see the Steeler team of beloved past on Monday Night Football at home. I'm going to go Steelers to win the game.
Yeah, Carson, I'm with you. I think, again, a must win, just like Denver in a situation of a must win at home. For betting purposes, I would love 3.5, right? Because I think a lot of these games are 3-point, they're field goal games. So I would want to get the 3 or the 3.5. But for the show, I'm going to go with you. Take the points and an outright upset. Carson. I'm sorry, Clams.
Must win doesn't mean you're going to win. And let me tell you something. Look out, but this Cleveland Brown team has got a good team. If the quarterback can figure it out with the offense, their defense is legit. Their secondary is good, and they could rush the quarterback. They're going to give problems to the Steelers. Steelers are banged up on the defense. Give me the Browns to win by a touchdown.
And Mr. Siciliano.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Joey Clams. I think this Browns defense is for real. So give me the Browns.
Kenny?
I'm with Sis and Clams. I'm going Browns. I think two teams headed in different directions. And Kenny Pickett, Kurt, that's my biggest bust in my opinion. You know how I felt about him coming out. You call Teddy two gloves or you got Kenny two gloves. And I don't like quarterbacks that play in warm, weather's warm. Why do you need to throw with gloves on? So give me the Browns. I think they're going to show you, get to 2-0 and show you that week one wasn't a fluke with their defense.
Okay. All right. That's the slate, Mr. Kirkpatrick.
All right, Kurt, you want to do prop bets first or you want to do best bets?
Whatever you want.
I will start with prop bets. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I know Sis hit his lock of the week. I know Clams and Claws just missed again this week, 3 out of 4, pretty damn good. I don't have our best bet numbers in front of me, but I will make sure I got them marked down. I'll make sure I read them off next week. A couple best bets were hit, so I will say that. And my frauds missed again, but we're going to get one of these weeks. And Kurt, your crazy parlay, you're going to get one of these weeks.
I'm going to get it this week.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's start with prop bets, and like always, we start with Clams and Claws. So let's get their Clams and Claws of week 3.
Sounds good.
Hold on. I'll make one comment, and I'll pass it on to Carson.
Sure.
That's why you bet straight, because we would have been 6-2. The parlays are for suckers and lollipops.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Tell them who we got there.
Well, that's why we call them prop bets, Joe. We got they're prop bets.
I know. Listen.
I know. I'm joking.
I'm a parlay
I'm joking.
too. I'm just giving a little advice out there to the
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
that are gambling. That's all.
Definitely.
Yeah, parlays are fun, but don't go crazy on it because they will burn you on the last leg, but like you can't believe. But yeah, Joey's 2 games are Oregon State -24 in college football, and he's got the 49ers -7 in the NFL. For me, for football, I'm going to go with my Lions -4.5. I think there's that's going to, I'm telling Lions -4.5. And then I'm going to change my pick. I had Penn State to cover the -14.5. I'm going to change it to Mississippi State +9.5. I feel more confident in that than I do with the Penn State game. So those are our 4 teams, Kenny.
Nice, Carson. Nice, Clams. I missed on my frauds last week, so I'm getting a little desperate. I'm going to give you a college and a pro this week. I'm taking a big shot in college and hoping that Illinois beats Penn State this week, boys. 14.5. Put a little pepperoni pizza money on Illinois. Sprinkles on the ice cream cone. And then the bigger one I like the Jaguars over the Chiefs. Jaguars are going to be my NFL fraud slayers this week, boys. Let's get Sis's lock of the week.
Well, I hit my lock of the week last week, so let's see if we can get lucky again. Give me the Lions.
Nice. And Kurt's crazy parlay.
Yeah, my crazy. I'm bumping it up a little. I'm going nine legs here, Kenny. Okay. I'm going Eagles money line tonight. Lions money line. Buffalo money line. Jacksonville +3.5. Jets +9.5. Halfway there. Miami money line. Miami Dolphins money line. Maryland money line. North Carolina money line. And primetime Dion money line. How much is that for, Kenny?
What do you want to do it for 10?
10 will get you back.
Or 5?
10 gets you 235. So throw 20 on that, and you got yourself 570. No, 470. Sorry, 470.
What do you think, Clams? Any shot?
No.
Carson went 10-0 last week. Carson did go 10-0 last week. Maybe we should start getting Carson's crazy parlay. And
9 legs, you have a better chance of winning the Powerball hitting a 9-legger.
That's not happening.
All right, boys, let's do best bets. Go ahead, Kurt. Can you pass the order off because I'm off screen here? So let's get our best bets in.
I'm going to start right now. My best bet is Georgia. They're at home. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Take that back. my best bet is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't even take the points. They're going to beat Kansas City. It's just, again, it's a soft Kansas City team, man. Just with the Lions. Everybody thought the Lions were going to throw the ball 70 times last week. No, they're not. They lined up, punched them right in the mouth. I don't want to hear Chris Jones is there. Get out of here. They'll get after Mahomes. He'll be running around. No run game whatsoever. Best bet, Jacksonville plus 3.5. Clams.
I got a 3-unit bet on Fresno State, the Bulldogs, and 5-unit best bet in college football is Oregon State Beavers. San Diego State doesn't have a quarterback. The safety is going to be quarterback. This is going to be a blowout. And the NFL, 49ers -7. That's a home game for them in LA because there'll be all 49er fans there. Give me the 49ers -7. Best bet in the pros.
Carson.
Yeah, I'll go with something different. I'm going to go with the Steelers plus 2.5, and then I'm going to go with the Chiefs -3.5 for NFL.
Mr. Siciliano.
I got a 30-game parlay for $20. I'm taking the Lions as my best bet.
Nice.
And Kenny.
I'll give you 2. I'm going to go in college tomorrow night. Maryland destroys Virginia. Sorry, Jenny Hoops. And I'm going to go in the pros. I'm with you, Kurt. The Jaguars, but I'm going to give you another one. I'm not going Jaguars on the air. I'm going Falcons. I think this team's going to be for real this year with their offense, and I think they take care of the Packers at home Sunday.
Okay. What else we got, Mr. Kirkpatrick, or that's it?
I think that's it, right? Closing thoughts? Oh, Joey's tip of the week. Joey's tip of the week.
Well, I really said it before. Bet your straight bets and try to stay away from the parlays. And if you do want to bet a parlay, it's only do 10% of what your straight bet is. And you know what? Watch those half a points. That's all I got to tell you. Be careful of the hook.
A couple comments. Jody saying both ESPN Game Day and Fox Sports in Colorado this week for Colorado versus Colorado State. Best bet, Notre Dame versus Central Michigan.
Oh wait, I got one more for the boys, for you guys. Miami tonight laid 53 to Bethune-Cookman. Joe, who we taking, Joe?
Is that even on FanDuel?
I'm joking. It was 53 though, the line. I'm joking, but the line's 53.
I don't think that's on FanDuel. I'm serious.
I saw it on ESPN. I said, I got to tell the boys this one.
Oh, it is. It is on FanDuel.
Wow.
It is 53.5.
You know what drives me crazy though? And I was telling Sis this.
What would the money line be? 200,000?
Play your second and third string guys because you're risking getting somebody hurt. You're off to a 3-0 start, and you're risking, your starters are in there playing a Bethune-Cookman team that you're favored by more than 50. And I'm like scared to death that somebody's going to get hurt and it's going to ruin our season.
I mean, that's 7 possessions, more than 7 possessions. It's like 8 possessions, right?
Yep.
That you basically have to score on without giving up any points.
Without giving up any points. You give up 3, you're probably going to lose.
I told you, if I'm the, what is it? Bethany, however you say it, Cookman coach, and they said to me, you're going to Miami, I'd tell them, here's the playbook, you coach them, and then you get the money, and I'll see him back on the field on Monday. I mean, why would you pick that game?
I'll be in South Beach on that, drinking a margarita.
Really. Where's that money going? You're going to get $1 million. For what?
What's the first half line on that game? Because if you're going to play that, or the first quarter, maybe you could get 21 in the first quarter.
There's FanDuel doesn't even have those odds, Joe.
It's got to be 30.
You could only bet the straight.
35 and a
you
half.
could only bet straight or the over under.
It's a joke. I hate that these teams, especially my teams, I'm petrified. Anything you saw at Aaron Rodgers happened. Anything can happen. We lose our quarterback because we're playing Bethune-Cookman. Anyway,
final thoughts.
I'll go first, Kurt, and then I'll let you go to everybody else since I'm off the screen. So I'm off screen, everybody. Little computer issues, getting that fixed. We're good. Great show, guys. Congratulations, Carson, going undefeated on the college records. Very impressive. I don't think I've ever heard Chris Bear Felica or any of these pros, professional shows say that. So hats off to you, my friend. Enjoy the games this weekend, starting tonight, NFL, and then weekend with college, and then Sunday, Monday night to wrap up the weekend with some more NFL. Have a good week, everybody.
My final thoughts is Eddie Siciliano. I owe you an apology on air. You want to know why?
All right, come on. That wasn't right what you said.
Go ahead.
That was
No, because I said you were the weak link technology out of this group. That's got to be passed to Mr. Kirkpatrick. Listen to what he's just done in 24 hours. He had a fan issue on his laptop. He blocked Cody Moncrief from our stream. Couldn't get on the laptop at 6. Sis, it's not you. The worst technology guy here right now is Mr. Kirkpatrick. Those are my final thoughts. So
I can't argue that tonight. I can't argue that. I got to go back to school
Jody
for that.
back. That's big. We got Jody back. But in all seriousness, enjoy the week. 425 this week. Broncos, if they lose, I'm going to be absolutely ridiculously annoyed. Must win. Everybody enjoy the games. Good luck, Scoops, tonight with your Eagles. Carson.
Ford Field's going to be rocking this Sunday. I can't wait to see Barry Sanders' statue revealed. Joey and I are going to try to set up a quick show Saturday morning, so try to tune in for that. We're still kind of working out details. But yeah, enjoy the games this weekend. Bet with your heart and bet with your head, excuse me, not your heart. And yeah, have fun.
Mr. Clam's final thoughts.
Yeah, Carson, we're going to try to do that like a Saturday and a Sunday because Friday night to get the late injury reports, send some good information out there, and especially like last Saturday night and Sunday, me and Carson were on the Bucks and the Rams. We took those games home with a late move. And for you all you new gamblers or everybody's that gambles out there that loves the action, there's a new book out. Billy Walters is the Michael Jordan of gambling. He's got a fascinating story that he had with Phil Mickelson. He went to jail, and Phil Mickelson, backdoored him a little bit. It's a great story and a great movie to watch. Scoops too, if you're allowed to watch a R-rated movie, it's The Gambler with James Caan. Really great game. That's a great movie, sis. Remember when he's in the bathtub?
Yeah.
When what's his name missed it? That really happened in real life when he missed the 3 free throws in the NBA, and it was great. What a great
movie. When he goes to his mother for the money.
Yeah, he writes it with his toe in the sand how much he's got to get. Great movie. And listen, good luck to everybody out there. And listen up, we're going to throw something out there Saturday, Sunday. Play to win, pay to play.
And last but not least, Mr. Siciliano.
Yeah, enjoy the football game tonight. Over the weekend, this is the best betting sports show in the nation. And have a good night.
I'll tell you this. How many other shows can say they had a panelist go 10-0?
Not
many.
That's the Billy Walters of the K&K show.
Not many. All right, boys. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys over the weekend.